Let us recall what we have done in case of homologous organs and analogous organs so far. Let us start with homology and analogy of plants and animals. As you have already discussed, these provide evidences for evolution. Means they provide an evidence of how we have evolved, of how we have such a rich diversity, of how we have evolved over time. So, they also tell us about ancestry, who were our ancestors, how we have originated. So, the evidences are provided by which organs? Homologous organs and analogous organs. So, let us begin with homology and analogy. You see different organisms, different varieties of plants, different varieties of animals in nature, and they provide their organs provide certain evidences for evolution. Let's start with homology first. If you see certain animals, seal, human, bat and bird, you will see that they have originated from common ancestor. By which point of view? Because they show similarity in the basic structure of certain organs. If we talk about the wings of bat, we talk about feathers of bird, our arms, and if we talk about the forelimbs of horse, you will see that all these organs show the same basic structure, same basic plan. So, how this plan is structurally similar, this denotes that they must have originated from a common ancestor. So, let us talk about the anatomy of these structures. When you look inside, you will see that they have similar bone structures. First bone is the humerus bone, and the secondly we have radius and ulna, then we have carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. You see the same basic structure, but when they are exhibiting the same basic structure, they are actually doing different functions. They are used for different functions. For example, we are using it for grasping things, seal is using it for swimming, this flipper, then bat using its wing and bird uses his wings for flying. Horse uses his forelimbs for running. So, the functions are entirely different. In case of plants also, homology is observed. If you see clearly that if we talk about barberry's leaf spine and the tendril of pea plant, what you observe is that the tendril in the pea plant and the leaf spine in barberry plant are homologous organs. Why? Because tendrils and these leaf spines are the modification of leaves only. They have originated from common origin, that is leaf. But the tendril in pea plant is helping the pea plant to climb. So, it is providing support to the pea plant, as you can see, and in case of barberry, the leaf spine is for protection of the plant, right. So, the functions are entirely different. The leaf spine and the tendril, they perform different functions, but they have common origin, that is they are all leaf modifications. So, that is why they are homologous organs in plants. And if we talk about analogy, analogy means basic structure different but the functions are same. Like we have example of flying squirrel and sugar glider. By looking at them, you must see that they look almost similar, but they are entirely different species. They have originated from not a common ancestor, from different ancestors. So, they are entirely different species, but the organ that the gliding wings are for gliding, right? Because the function is the same, the structure is different, they are analogous organs. So, they have originated from different ancestors, but they are exhibiting common function due to adaptation, due to natural selection. Let us talk about analogy in animals. Now, in case of analogy in animals, let us see insect's wing, a bird's wing and a bat's wing. You will see that all these three structures are performing the same function, that is flying, but the structure, the basic plan is entirely different. You talk about insect, the wings of insect are formed from the integument of the skin, from the outer covering of the skin. If you talk about a bird and bat, they are made of what? They are made of bones, flesh. So, this is how the wings of bat are also there, which are entirely different basic structures, but they perform same function. In case of Opuntian people also, you see Opuntia, these are the cladodes, they are performing the function of photosynthesis. These are not leaves, these are stem modifications. But if we talk about in case of leaves of people, the leaves are performing what? Photosynthesis. Since the function is same, cladodes and leaves are performing the same function, that is photosynthesis, but the structure is different. Cladode is stem modification and this is the leaf, so they are analogous organs in case of plants. So, remember Opuntia and people exhibit the analogous organs in case of plants. If we talk about potato and sweet potato, you see that potato is a stem tuber and sweet potato is a root tuber. You can see that potato performs a function of storage of food. It is storage of food, but it is what? It is a stem tuber. The origin is different. The sweet potato is a root tuber because it has originated from what? From the roots. So, the origin is different, the basic structure is different, but the function is same. That is, they all are doing what? Storage of food. The function is same, the basic structure is different, that is why they are analogous organs. So now let us summarize what we have done so far. If we talk about homologous organs and analogous organs, we talk about the anatomy, means a basic structure. So the organs have similar basic structure and they are known as homologous organs. When the organs have dissimilar, means the basic structure is not the same, they are the analogous organs. When we talk about the functions, homologous organs have no same function, they are dissimilar functions. If you talk about analogous organ, the function is same. For example, we have discussed about sweet potato and potato. They perform the same function, that is the storage of food, but the basic structure was different. Why? Because stem tuber is what? Potato, and root tuber is sweet potato. If you talk about the structure and origin, homologous organs convey to you that they have a similar origin. Why? Because when the basic structure is the same, we can make out that they had a common ancestor. In the case of analogous organs, we can say that they have dissimilar origin. Why? Because the species are entirely different, they are just performing the same function due to adaptation or natural selection. So remember that homologous organs in the anatomy is similar, but in analogous organs the anatomy is dissimilar. If we talk about the functions in homologous organs, they are dissimilar, but in case of analogous organs they are similar. If we talk about the structure and origin in case of homologous organs, the structure and origin is similar and the structure and origin is dissimilar in case of analogous organs. So remember, when you're going to differentiate between two analogous organs and homologous organs, you have to make out these points very clear. You have to elaborate these points and explain them with examples as we've already discussed. So remember, anatomy, functions and structure and origin. In case of homologous organs, we have the same basic structure but the functions are different. In case of analogous organs, we have basic structure entirely different but the functions are the same. So they are opposite to each other. So remember how you are going to recall homologous organs and analogous organs.